Good morning, everybody. In the previous class, I have shared with you Monsanto acetic acid process. That is how the acetic acid can be obtained from the C1 hydrocarbon, that is methanol, to acetic acid. That we have talked in the, or I have shared the PPT on that. So that was one of the important process on preparation of acetic acid. Here we are going to talk about a olefin metathesis reaction. So another important reaction which is exclusively carried out by organometallic complexes. In particularly, this reaction has been play an important role on organic synthesis as well as what is called as polymerization reactions. So it is one of the important reactions, as I said, because it is going in this reaction we are going to break the most strong bond in organic molecules, that is a carbon-carbon double bond we are going to break, and then we are also going to make a carbon-carbon double bond. So that's why it's called a olefin metathesis. So basically the metathesis is basically derived from the Greek word. It is basically to place differently. So you are the what is a molecule present, when its reaction occur, it is going to be molecule going to be placed in differently. So or it is called as a transpose, or it is called as a double replacement reaction. So you are going to replace the double bond going to replace, so it is called a double replacement reaction. So as I said that this is one of the important reaction in organic and polymer synthesis. The reaction proceed via carbene intermediate. So the reaction proceed via the most important aspect is it is going to be formed via the carbene intermediate. So we also discussed during the metal carbene complex or organometallic carbene complex, we have discussed also briefly about the important feature of carbene complex. So when we discuss also, we mentioned that this for this discovery, that is olefin metathesis discovery, three famous scientists awarded Nobel Prize, that is Robert H. Krupps, Richard R. Sark, and U.S. Chauvin. So the first two has basically developed the catalyst, and U.S. Chauvin has developed the mechanism aspects. So all three has been awarded Nobel Prize in 2005. So as I said that this is the reaction by the exchange of metal alkylidine and alkylidine moiety, or either metal alkylidine or alkylidine. So either if you take olefin, then it is alkylidine, or it is alkylidines. So if you take a triple bond molecules, that is carbon-carbon triple bond. So as I already mentioned that it is going to be involved with the strong bond formation in the, that is strong bond breaking as well as strong bond formation. There is a carbon-carbon double bond is going to break and form. So there are different types of olefin metathesis reactions are known using various homogeneous catalysts. So for example, exchange between two acyclic olefins, simple acyclic olefin, that is called as a cross metathesis. And when there is a closure of larger rings by the metathesis is called a ring closing metathesis reaction, that is RCM. Then formation of diene from cyclic or acyclic olefin is basically ring opening metathesis. Then polymerization of cyclic olefin, it can happen by the ring opening metathesis polymerization, that's why it's called as ROMP. Then polymerization of acyclic dienes, which leads to the acyclic diene metathesis polymerization. Then metathesis of an alkene and alkyne, so it is called as a ethyne metathesis, that is EM metathesis. So these are the different types of or different varieties of olefin metathesis, and still further different varieties are reported, but these are the most important aspects of the, or most important types of the olefin metathesis reactions. So when you talk about a catalytic aspect, so mostly the reaction has been facilitated by the formation of metal alkylene unit, that is M double bond CH2 unit as the active centers, which is considered as a, so the catalysts are like molybdenum, tungsten, titanium. These are the early transition metal catalysts based on Shark catalyst, and then rhenium, ruthenium, mostly ruthenium based organometallic complexes are known by the, developed by the Krebs catalyst. So here is the example of Shark catalyst and Krebs catalyst. Shark catalyst, where it is a molybdenum having the OR, that is a R is a like a hexafluoro tetrabutyl group, and we have the other carbene intermediate group also is there. This is a molybdenum based catalyst, SORC catalyst, whereas Krebs catalyst is a ruthenium based catalyst. So here also you can see that the styrene unit, and you have the PCY3, that is a tricyclohexyl phosphine unit. So this is a basic catalyst first developed by Schrock in 1990, then Krebs developed in 1995. So these are the two important catalysts has been initially developed and extensively used for many organic synthesis. So, but before going to the mechanism aspect, we'll just briefly talk about what are the important of Schrock and Krebs catalyst. So when you talk about advantages of Schrock catalyst, it is a highly reactive. It has applicable for both terminal and internal olefins, and their activity is going to be increased with the electron withdrawing nature of the R, that is the M molybdenum OR bond, in which R is a hexafluoro tertiary butyl group. That R, the electron withdrawing nature of the R is increases, then the activity is going to increases. And importantly, this Schrock catalyst has been active for olefin with sterically demanding, that is even tri and tetra substituted alkene can undergo the metathesis reaction. Whereas the Krebs catalyst, the advantage is it is a low activity, but then it's good selectivity towards the sterically unhindered olefins in particularly, and it has a good tolerance of functional groups. So it is irrespective of the functional group present in the substrate. In olefin, if you have the additional functional group like aldehyde, hydroxyl, carboxylate, still it is not interfering. It gives the good selectivity, and catalyst is stable and air and moisture insensitive. Okay, it's that's why it's quite stable. The disadvantage of Schrock catalyst is it's a poor tolerance with the functional group, as I said. Whereas in the Krebs it is a advantages, whereas in the Schrock catalyst it is a disadvantages. And catalyst is highly sensitive to air and moisture. Again, you can see that the contrast between the Schrock and Krebs catalyst. And so it need a dry solvent and inert atmosphere, Schrock catalyst. So it need a tedious process. Whereas the Krebs catalyst also have some disadvantages, like it's going to not work out for the ring opening polymerization because of the strain of the rings, and it also not feasible for the tri and tetra substituted olefin. And another important aspect is the catalyst is not recyclable, because you are using ruthenium. It is relatively expensive, but it is not recyclable. So these are the disadvantages of the Krebs catalyst. Then later, Krebs has been developed a second generation catalyst, that is based on the N heterocyclic carbene unit. This is actually this unit I have bracket I have mentioned. This is a N heterocyclic carbene unit containing ruthenium catalyst. He has developed the same way the another scientist Kuvitya Krebs catalyst. So he also developed again the N heterocyclic carbene complex with there is a phenoxy groups which is having the isopropyl moiety, which is coordinate with the ruthenium center instead of phosphine. That also used as a what I call as a olefin metathesis reaction. So here again this is the carbene based N heterocyclic carbene based catalyst or Krebs catalyst is called as a second generation Krebs catalyst. So and Hoyata Krebs catalyst, if you see the advantages, so when you talk about Krebs catalyst, it is highly reactive, good functional group tolerance, as we mentioned the previous Krebs catalyst, and importantly it improves the rate of the reaction on the ring opening metathesis, because the previous one we mentioned that it is not good for ring opening metathesis because of the cyclic strain, but this catalyst works better compared to the Krebs first generation catalyst. And a low quantity of catalyst required for the ring opening, bulk die-in possible also. Again, the stress molecule it can work out compared to the first generation. And when you talk about Hoyata Krebs catalyst, it is easy to handling because it is relatively stable and good tolerance to functional group, as similar to what we have seen in the Krebs catalyst also. And it is again air stable, air and moisture stable. And the most important thing is because it is recoverable, reusable, even it can fix in the polymeric matrix. This is one of the most important aspect of this catalyst. And even it's active for the bulk substitution, that is a tri-substituted alkene also it works. And disadvantage of Krebs second generation is catalyst cannot be recyclable and slow initiating, and it has a 4 tolerance to like a amine, thioether and phosphine types functionality present in the olefin moiety. Whereas Hoyta crops catalyst, it is relatively expensive, but it is also slower in initiating the compared to Krebs second generation catalyst. These are the two disadvantages in the Hoyta Krebs catalyst. Then later Krebs again he developed another catalyst like a Krebs third generation catalyst where he replaced the phosphine with the pyridine type molecules, and then that also even overcome the some of the limitation come from the Krebs second generation. So these are the general aspect about the catalytic aspect about olefin metathesis reaction. So when you talk about mechanism, as we have mentioned earlier, Chauvin and his students Herishen basically suggested the reaction is initiated by the metallocarbene. They are the one who proposed the mechanism, and they have proposed the mechanism based on the formation of metallocarbene complex. So the metallocarbene formed in the initial stage, it will involve, or the mechanism involve 2 plus 2 by addition, cycloaddition between this metallocarbene or metalloalkylidine with olefin and forming the metallocyclobutane derivative or intermediate, and which subsequently converted into reverse back into the metathesis product. So this is how the reaction mechanism has been proceed. So here the metallocarbene intermediate is the first step, and then this metallocarbene in which metal having the vacant center in which the olefin is going to coordinate. Once olefin coordinate, then it form that metallocyclobutane intermediate. So this metallocyclobutane intermediate has been formed. Then the metallocyclobutane intermediate will involve the metathesis reaction, and then forming the again the olefin complex will form. Metal olefin complex will form by complex. So with the metathesis product, then the removal of olefin lead to the regeneration of the metallocarbene, and the product olefin product is going to be formed. The formation of metallocyclobutane has been investigated with a variety of catalysts, and the formation of such a complex has been confirmed with the help of the what we call as some of the platinum based complex. So for example, here is the platinum 6 coordinator pyridine complex. So when they do the reaction in presence of pyridine, then they end up, when they treat with the 50°, there is the exchange of coordination of center of the carbon is, you can see that here both are methane moiety. Here is the methylene moiety. You can CH moiety. Here it's going to coordinate. So it is when it treat with the 50°, it's going to happen this process. But when you treat with the reduce the pyridine content, then what will happen is it form the intermediate where the platinum is going to coordinate to all the 3 carbon centers. So this has been isolated. This intermediate has been isolated. So this isolation of this intermediate confirm that the reaction is proceed with the Heck reaction, that is olefin metathesis reaction has been proceed via the what will happen cyclobutane metallocyclobutane type derivative. Here's another examples like tungsten carbonyl carbene complex, which involved for the olefin metathesis reaction and forming the product. So it's again the reaction proceed with decarbonylation and coordination of olefin, then formation of metallocyclobutane, then again the metal alkene complex of the olefin metathesis product, then it gives the product. So this is how the mechanism proceed, and the formation of this metallocyclobutane has been confirmed through the isolation of this platinum complex, and having the bond of the bond between the platinum with all 3 carbon with the formation of metallocyclobutane derivative confirm the reaction proceed with the metallocyclobutane derivative. And here's the some of the example for different types of olefin metathesis reaction. So you can see that cross metathesis reaction where the C4 and C22 hydrocarbons going to involve, and you will end up with the 2C13 hydrocarbon, that is a cross metathesis where the cross bonding between 2 olefin is going to form and form the resultant products, that is a C22 plus C4. So it gives the 2C13 product. Then another one is a ring closing metathesis reaction where it is going to, so that kind of long chain hydrocarbon having the terminal olefin or that olefin So what will going to happen in presence of titanium catalyst? You can see that the ring closer product has been formed with the alkene, small alkene has been formed. The another one is the ring open metathesis reactions. So here you can see that cyclohexadiene is heptadiene. So when the cycloheptadiene in presence of sunlight in the light, it is going to form this kind of bicyclic compound. This bicyclic compounds, when you treat with some another alkene in presence of Krebs catalyst, you will see that this ring is going to be open and forming the bond between the here it's going to form the double bond, and there is a this this molecule is going to be coordinated to one center, and this bond is going to be form another center. So here it is 89% ring open metathesis reaction is going to. Then another important metathesis is a ring open metathesis polymerization. So you can see that that is a famous another scientist like Caltron catalyst. It is developed, and where they use the cyclooctene as the starting component, that is a cyclic olefin. So when they treat with the Krebs catalyst, Caltron catalyst, it is a modified catalyst, then they can get the polymerized product. It has been formed. Then, as I said, that another important Krebs catalyst is alkyne metathesis. So the alkyne metathesis has been formed. You can see that two alkyne, that is a phenylacetylene. You can see that phenylacetylene and phenyl phenyl acetylene is there. This is the molecule, two molecules. When you treat with the molybdenum carbonyl in presence of alkaline complex, you can see that formation of phenylacetylene and phenyltoluene. Phenylacetylene and toluene, tosyl acetylene. You can find it. So both alkyl moiety has been exchanged. So olefin this is alkyne metathesis reaction, this example. Then another important kind of metathesis is enine metathesis. So where the alkene and alkyne going to involve for the metathesis process. So here the example. So here is the ring closer enine metathesis. So you can see that there is a alkyne moiety and this alkene moiety. So both are going to involve and forming the ring closer, and you will get a ring closed alkene and alkyne metathesis. So it is a ring closer enine metathesis. So here are some more examples. Here is the simple enine metathesis. So here the alkene derivative and this alkene derivative. So in presence of Krebs first generation catalyst, you can see the 86% of enine metathesis product. The other one is like using the Krebs catalyst again with the heterocyclic compounds, enine and alkyne and alkene gives that ring closer enine metathesis gives the cyclic product. So these are the some of the important reaction about olefin metathesis reaction and their examples and mechanism. So this olefin metathesis reaction is one of the important reaction in the what we call organic synthesis as well as polymerization. So it has been play a major role in many organic synthesis process because of the formation of carbon-carbon double bond. So that's all about olefin metathesis reaction. In the next class we will be talking about a polymerization reaction. So we have the some more on organometallic like polymerization and Fischer-Tropsch synthesis and other some other Stilbe reaction and other things we'll talk. Then we'll go into the bioinorganic. So before going to bioinorganic, we'll have one online internal will be there. So I will inform the date. So you go through time to time. If you have any doubt, you can always mail to me. Okay. Thank you.